here's another piece that doesn't always get dealt with when we talk about the Eucharist, but I want to slide it in, because this in and of itself supports Eucharistic belief, and it's one of my favorite reasons for being Catholic, period. It's called Apostolic Succession, okay? First of all, apostolic means we're dealing with who? The apostles, okay? Succession is one who follows after, okay? So today, who follows after the apostles? Who succeeds them? Who takes over their role in today's church? The bishops. Bishops is the right answer there, okay? And the Pope certainly, but the Pope is a bishop. He's the bishop of Rome, okay? So the Pope and the bishops, they are the direct successors of the apostles. So we can ask the question with apostolic succession, where does the power and authority to change bread and wine into body and blood, where does that come from? Answer, Jesus. That's the right answer, okay? You start with Jesus. Jesus, at the Last Supper, he gives his body and blood to these guys, and he also institutes the sacrament of holy orders. He washes their feet and says, as I do for you, so you must do for others, okay? So he's instituting the sacrament of holy orders as well. It's interesting that those coincide at the Last Supper. So over time, by the laying on of hands that the apostles do, they have successors. So Jesus gives his power and authority to the apostles, and then they hand it on through the centuries, through the sacrament of holy orders, through the laying on of hands, to all of these bishops. Over time, we come all the way down to today in our Archdiocese of Dubuque, to Archbishop Michael Owen Jacobs. Okay? Archbishop, if you're watching, good to see you. Probably not. Holy Father, Pope Francis, I'm just going to shoot high. Okay? I know Jesus is here, so we're in good company no matter what. Okay? All the way down to our bishop today. And Father is able to change bread and wine to body and blood at the consecration because he gets that power and authority from his bishop. He gets his faculties, his ability to do that, and permission, power and permission to do that from his bishop. Okay? Look at what Jesus says. Look at the power and authority he gives. This is not explicitly to Eucharist. It actually applies really nicely to reconciliation, which is my other favorite sacrament. These two, I love these two. Eucharist and reconciliation. Why, you ask? Thanks for asking. Because I need them all the time. I need them over and over and over again. And these two I can keep receiving over and over and over again to deal with my brokenness and bring me closer to the Lord. But look at what Jesus says to all 12 apostles. Amen, I say to you, whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. He's giving them his power and authority, okay? So the power and authority of Christ is handed down through the millennia in the church, through the bishops today. And I love this, because this is why we believe bread and wine can become body and blood. This power and authority exists with our bishops. But there's another group of Christians who have this same power and authority, who stem from the early church. They don't call their leaders bishops, they call them patriarchs. There's your hint. Who are they? The Eastern Orthodox. Yeah, precisely. Okay, so the Eastern Orthodox. They have valid patriarchs with valid orders. They are able to do all the sacraments as well, thanks to apostolic succession. And this in and of itself is one of my favorite reasons for being a Catholic. Okay, because we have valid apostolic succession, valid power and authority, valid sacraments down through the centuries. And we can trace this. It's beautiful.